And finally tonight, a look inside the world of elite big wave surfers and one of the few women in the world who take on the monster waves and her fears. Stephanie Sy has the story. It's part of our Arts and Culture series, Canvas.
This is Nazaré, Portugal, home to the biggest surfable waves on the planet. So big that surfers have to be towed in with jet skis. So big that the 50 to 100-foot walls of water can slam surfers to the ocean floor. The big wave surfing world descends here every fall and winter, even during a worldwide pandemic. Like many extreme sports, big wave surfing is male-dominated. Portuguese surfer Joana Andrade is one of a handful of women trying to change that.
So in the beginning it was not easy, and sometimes it's not easy too. They look to us and say, maybe you are not able to surf, maybe it's too big, are you sure you want to go? But I think it's changing.
Andrade is the subject of the documentary Big versus Small, in part a nod to her height, 5'1".
Does it make it harder being someone on the shorter side surfing these big waves?
Some people don't know me and they say, look, you are Joana Andrade, but you are so small and you surf these waves. My strength not come from my body, but yes, from my mind and from my heart.
I love that. Your strength comes from your heart and your mind.
The sheer size of the waves was what intrigued the film's director, Finnish filmmaker Minna Dufton. And in the interest of research, she learned to surf, albeit on smaller waves.
A lot of the film is about big feelings and how to conquer them. Is that what you were going for with the title Big versus Small?
Joana is tiny and the wave is rather huge. And I've always been drawn to opposites. And, I found it so interesting how, to figure out what is big and what is small in us humans.
The story is as much about surfing as it is about the mental strength and mindset it takes to conquer these waves, particularly when you have a profound fear of drowning, as Andrade does.
Of course, I'm afraid to drown, but I keep going there because I want to know why I'm so afraid to drown.
Oh, so you're trying to explore your fear through surfing.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough to know just a woman that could help and that could help Joana face her fear of drowning.
Oh my God. This is going to be our swimming pool today.
Johanna Nordblad is one of the world's best free divers, divers who plunge into watery depths without supplemental oxygen, using only their own lung capacity.
You go first.
She used an icy winter lake in Finland to teach Andrade how to control her breathing to stave off panic. Nordblad spoke to us from Helsinki.
The holding your breath, it's the similar feeling like the cold. It's very intensive, it's very big. But when you are under the wave, you have to relax because if you relax, you don't use the oxygen and then you have more time.
Dufton herself faced both literal and metaphorical waves in making this film. First, there was Mother Nature.
I don't think I've ever been as nervous as a director to see my crew all out there in jet skis and, Joana surfing. And those waves, they are pretty tight one after another. They don't really leave that many opportunities for us as a film crew to capture the shot that we want.
Another big wave she faced, funding.
The equity issue that you bring up with big wave surfing and women is probably also something you can relate to as a female documentary filmmaker, right?
Big wave surfing and independent filmmaking is fraught with doubt, uncertainty about where the money is going to come from and rejection. I mean, Joana Andrade, for example, she is a non-sponsored athlete in that sport. And I'm an equivalent filmmaker.
Well, I'm sure during the pandemic, there are a lot of people facing big waves.
Joana's story is a really good example of is overcoming your biggest fears. And I really hope it helps people overcome their fears and whatever big waves that they're facing in their lives.
Big versus Small is viewable online and in person at the Docklands Film Festival in California and the Illuminate Festival in Sedona, Arizona in May. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Stephanie Sy.
Such an inspiration. So glad to hear that story. Thank you, Stephanie.